Hello there, World of Tankers. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully all of you are doing well out there. I'm, of course, your host, Tanks Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the M41D, the first Taiwanese tank entering World of Tanks Blitz. Now, I don't know when this vehicle will be coming into the game, but in today's video, we're going to be talking about the statistics and as well how the vehicle, in my personal opinion, is going to play when it does come out into stores if the stats do stay the same. Now, the M41D, I just want to reiterate, as I do in most of my videos like the AMX M41, where I had that tank in my garage, this tank is not actually in my garage. There's no way I would have gotten 1.5 million XP saved up on this vehicle in, one day. So what I've done is I've actually just changed the skin for one of my other vehicles and then modded the stats as well in-game to what they are in the Blitz files. So I'm not, actually having the tank in my garage. I'm not breaking the EULA or any in-game rules like that. I just like to reiterate that just in case Wargaming isn't too happy that I make a video like this or anything else like that and they think it's from testing. So the M41D, it looks really, really nice. Like, I think it looks actually fantastic. The camouflage, great job to Wargaming, as always, making a fantastic looking vehicle. Now, one really cool thing that I was excited for is that Wargaming, especially Tony, had said that this vehicle is going to have increased alpha in the Wargaming streams over the normal M41 Bulldog. However, I took a look at the statistics, and it does 10 more average damage on the standard. Yeah, I was thinking that he was maybe going to deal like 200 damage, maybe 220 or something, just a 90 millimeter, something nice. That would be a higher caliber gun, but it's literally 1 millimeter higher than the M41 Bulldog. So yeah, it is definitely going to be dealing a little more damage every shot, but not nearly as much as I thought it would, only 10 more. So it's pretty much your M41 Bulldog, similar DPM, actually a very nice amount though, 2,682. That means if you're going to run gun rammer, you're going to be sitting at 2,884 damage per minute. That's ridiculous when you think about it, judging that this is a tier 7 light tank. You're able to rip into enemy tanks, and it's going to be a very, very nice vehicle. Now, it comes with 8 degrees of gun depression. Now, actually, I do want to take a look. Does the Bulldog have 10? I swear it does have 10. It does. Okay, so the M41D is not going to have as much gun depression as the Bulldog, and you can kind of see that, I guess, where the mantlet is. It doesn't really have enough space to go down, so it's not going to have as much gun depression, but the big thing is how fast does it go? 70 kilometers per hour forward, 24 in reverse, and it's got a fantastic power to weight of 34.6. So again, if we take a look at the Bulldogs, the Bulldog has a power to weight of 28.0. Wow, that's a massive difference on the power to weight. While this vehicle does have a slightly higher top speed of 72, it's going to be going a lot slower in acceleration compared to the M41D. That's going to be something that's really nice, is getting into position, using your power to flank vehicles and, maybe catch down mediums. It is going to be an extremely mobile tank looking like on the statistics, and that's something that's really fun knowing that it is a tier 7 light tank. Now, taking a look at the armor, well, you can see it's a Bulldog, so it's got 25 millimeters all around the turret, and taking a look at the hull, it's 25, 25, and 12. So yeah, it is going to be a high explosive mantlet. If you love running your KV2, your Smasher, or to be fair, your Annihilator, this thing will be annihilated. It has literally no armor, and to suit that, I think it's got about 1,020 hit points or so. Yeah, 1,060. So you're not going to be taking a lot of HE shells. In fact, you can be one-shot by a 152mm gun with high explosives. So it still will be very wary of the high explosive ammunition. Now, it does have side skirts on the tracks, which is nice. That means that you will struggle to penetrate the sides a little bit more than the Bulldog, but that top part where you always shoot the Bulldog and the 49 is still not spaced at all. So if you want to penetrate this vehicle, and with HE at least, go for the frontal plate, the lower plate, the rear, or the turret. The turret will be a magnet to HE. I'm not sure about the mantlet, though. That looks to be quite thick of spaced armor. Now, of course, standard shells will probably punch right through that, but at least for high explosive, I think, unlike the Bulldog's turret, it should be very easy to penetrate right through the Bulldogs, as long as you hit the edges. This turret's going to be quite a bit stronger, I have a feeling, but again, we're going to have to see how it is when it does come out, because I currently don't have the armor profile, but it's a light tank, so I wouldn't expect the armor to be too strong. So it's pretty cool that the statistics are already out on this vehicle. In fact, even before Blitz Hangar. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys are excited for the M41D. I was really hoping, though, especially after Wargaming had said that he was going to have a higher alpha, that it was sitting at 200, because we do have light tanks sitting at quite a beefy alpha. An example of that would be the Type 62 Dragon. This vehicle has got 200 average damage per shot. It's got nice penetration, and in fact, that's something I do want to check. What is the penetration on the M41D? Oh, wow, that's actually really nice. it's 231 on the premium. So it's not the, it's not necessarily the best, and I think it is very similar to the Bulldogs. As you can see, the Bulldog is 220, but judging that it is APCR shells as the premium, it is going to be able to penetrate through almost all frontal armor of tier 8 heavy tanks. Now, of course, you will struggle against like Tiger 2s and the Goose, but alone, it should be able to penetrate through most Russian heavies like the, IS-5, the IS-3, the Chinese ones, the 112. You should be able to penetrate through their lower plates easily, where the Bulldog, because it shoots heat shells, does not have that shell normalization, and it struggles immensely trying to get through that frontal armor. So the M41D is going to be a little bit nicer trying to penetrate opponents. It's going to be a little faster, but it is lacking. I think it's a little bit stronger of a reload, so it's back and forth. I think it's going to be very similar to the Bulldog, but it looks great. And if any of you out there do like your mobile tanks, especially the Bulldog, which I know there are a lot of fans, at least in my clan, that love the Bulldog because it's quick, it's easy to get damage out in, and it's a really enjoyable tank. This tank not only looks the part, but it seems like it's going to do a very, very good job. Now, of course, I can't really go into a training room and show you anything about this vehicle, because if I did, I think it's modeled after my 5A. Let me take a look if my 5A is in my garage. Yeah, you can see I don't have my 5A in my garage, so it's modeled on my 5A as a mod right now, so I can't really go in garage or game, because it'll just be me playing a 5A looking like a Bulldog in my account, but not anybody else's. So yeah, I'm very, very excited for this vehicle to be coming out. As many of you know, I like appearances more than the way the tanks play. Now, of course, if this thing was absolutely awful and it was the worst tank in the game, like the Vindicator, I wouldn't probably like it. But just the fact that it looks great, first of all, it's got that ancient Chinese design, and it looks like an actual tank that the Chinese would make with the camouflage and, the wonderful artistic job on the top by Wargaming. It looks great with the high quality HD rendering, where, there's some vehicles like the 112 Glacial, another Chinese tank, speaking about that, yeah, funny, this thing looks like it's 144p. Wargaming, please make the camouflage better on this vehicle. But the M41D looks the part. It seems like it's going to do the part in battle, and as well, hopefully it's not an extremely expensive vehicle. Now, I don't think it will come out in crates, because most tier 7s don't, unless they are ridiculously overpowered, and the only vehicles that we've had so far come out in crates, I guess, would be the Smasher, Helsing, Dracula, tanks that people really, really want. But I have a feeling that the M41D will come out because, it's just like a Bulldog. It'll probably come out for, I'm going to say, $30 or so. I'm not sure if it'll be a base gold value or price, but hopefully no crates. Wargaming, please no crates for a tier 7. It's literally a tier 7 vehicle. But hopefully you did enjoy today's video. A lot of work goes into making these, especially trying to mod the tanks into my garage, getting the skins. My moderator had to help me out once again because I put the camouflage in the wrong spot, and well, my game wouldn't load. But hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider smashing that subscribe button down below, especially if you want to keep up to date with the new tanks, statistics, and everything else like that coming out in the game. I'm hopefully going to be making a video on the T2020 maybe tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's I think I'm going to do. And then as well, maybe the M60 after the buff. There's a lot of changes in this update. There's the Vickers Light, and as well, there's just so many different things I'm excited for. And then as well, the Blitzverse coming out on the 18th. So super excited, but hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But other than that, hopefully all of you are doing well out there. Stay happy, stay healthy, to be seeing you in the next one.